Hello guys, this is Amol Khedkar. Good morning. I welcome you to this video. So this will be a very interesting video and very interesting article. I have seen this series on Amazon Original. I just saw a few episodes of it, but yeah, it really disgusts me to be very honest with you. Okay, the title of this article is Patal Lok Review: When Good Art Meets Leftist Agenda to Produce Great Propaganda. Okay, this is from the Swarajya magazine. So let me just say one thing out in the open that I don't agree with many things written in this article, but I just wanted to get it out there because I have seen blatant Hindu phobia very widespread in many films and web series and this kind of streaming services everywhere. And I'm just disgusted as a Hindu myself. Okay, so. I know that India is, religious. You can't. It's you cannot just target people based on religions, right? So anybody is able to practice their own religion. So India does have religious freedom, but it goes both ways, right? I mean, you can't just say that we have religious freedom. So if you cannot attack the Islamic religions or the Christian religions, but you can just blatantly attack the Hindu religion. So I believe in living and let living. Okay, so if people are just going to blatantly attack the Hindu religion, I really feel the right to speak and I want to voice my opinion on this channel. So this will not be like a very right-winged video. Okay, let me be very honest with you. And I am not a very right-wing person as well. But as a Hindu myself, it just disgusts me that they show something like this on the mainstream media in India and people just buy that madness. Okay, so I'm just amazed by that. So Patal Lok on Amazon Prime is not just good entertainment, it is also one of the most brilliant and sophisticated servings of a leftist narrative. Agenda plus good art is great propaganda. Okay. Patal Lok, the latest Hindi web series to hit the world of e-cinema on Amazon Prime, is one of the better web series made in recent history. Okay. So, and one more thing I want to point out is that, most of these web series and these kind of, Netflix series, Amazon Prime series, they don't have any censorship to them, right? They can literally show anything and everything in it, So, as you know, most of the films and TV serials, they have censorship attached to them, right? So they just cannot show anything and everything. But I think Netflix and Amazon Prime, both these platforms work very well on the internet because of just three things. Okay, what are those three things? First is just your blatant disregard for religious sentiments. Okay, and they just keep on barraging this kind of view that hindus are not the Hindus are not the owners of the land of India, and I've seen this kind of narrative many times. Okay, just look at all the series that are in on Netflix and Amazon Prime, and that's why I felt the need to say something like this. Okay, second thing is they have such extreme violence. They have some look at many of the series. Look at Sacred Games, right? The violence is just so extreme that you cannot. Have this kind of violence portrayed on mainstream cinema or on TV series. Okay, they will just not allow you to do that. But because this is the streaming services and because they you have to just be 18 years older to watch these kind of series, that's why all of this just gets side looked. Okay, and one more thing is that they have extreme expletives, okay, in all these series. Okay, the kind of language that is used in all of these series, may it be on Amazon Prime or on Netflix, is really very vulgar, and it really just deteriorates the mind of many people. I have seen many people just cut off the Netflix subscription because Netflix literally just gives you like an addiction and it corrupts your mind, to be very honest with you. Okay, so I'm not a very big fan of Netflix and Amazon Prime because I have been subscribed to Netflix for a long time, but I just understood what exactly their agenda is. They just want to keep you hooked on it. Okay, and they just they just boil down to these kind of two to three things. Okay, a very bad language, then violent scenes, and also sex scenes, right? So these three things are the only USP of these kind of so-called web series and And that's why all these companies, Amazon and Netflix, employ these kind of tactics to lure the audiences to their platform. Okay. The fact that most Hindus uninitiated in the narratives of culture wars would not even get that this is a classic propaganda art speaks volumes of the level of finesse with which the creators of the show have managed to execute it. Absolutely true. Like I think. Many of the Hindu people should just watch this series just to understand how these people are portraying the kind of hatred that they have towards one particular religion, and blatantly, they just don't make an effort to even hide that thing. If you at least make an effort to hide it, or you at least try to convey it in a sort of veiled fashion, I can understand it. But look at the scenes in this series. Okay, you will literally feel disgusted that this kind of series is given approval in a country like India, which has Hindu majority, which is 85% of population are Hindus in India. Okay, and you give permission to something like this. Okay, to be honest, I point a finger out to the broadcasting authority in India. Okay, and they should also start censoring the internet web series and the streaming services. Right now they don't have any censorship. That's why they just can show anything and everything that comes to their mind. Okay. So, after all, the best propaganda is one where the targeted audience can't even recognize that it is indeed propaganda. Very true, right? So, how these things work is that they just train your subconscious mind to believe something like that. Okay, that's why these kind of I'm again saying this. Okay, I'm not leftist or rightist, but as a Hindu myself, okay, as a practicing Hindu myself, I feel disgusted that something like this is shown on Indian television. Okay, but not everyone is fooled, for some have really good bullshit detectives. Okay, agree that it's a very tiny minority, and this is testament to the level of deracination among the majority Hindus that they have found clapping over this scene or making memes from that scene rather than detecting the subtle ways in which their religious or culture is being targeted. Absolutely true. Subtle ways in which the religion and culture is being targeted is just astonishing. Okay, there are many instances that I can point out to in the mainstream Indian cinema and on even advertises, or like many other things that are shown in India, which have very subtle veiled attacks on Hinduism. Okay, I used to be the last person to look for politics in art because it takes all the fun out of something that should be enjoyed purely as a form of entertainment. But these days, it's become unbearable to ignore the art laced with agenda. Same thing with me, right? I just don't want to involve politics into art, but the kind of narrative that is being portrayed by all these series is just astonishing. Okay, you just cannot help to just combine these two things because they use the same kind of words, they use the same kind of narratives. There is a scene for lynching in Patal Lok. Okay, there is a scene where in a train where a Hindu woman is sitting and a Muslim guy just walks over and starts wants to sit beside her, and the Hindu woman gives him like a sort of disgusting look. Okay, so this kind of propaganda is just very mainstream in Indian cinema, and I really felt the need to make this video and get my opinions out there. Okay, in fact, not ignoring this stuff has to be the duty of all those emotionally invested in their countries and culture's future. Okay, we should not ignore these things, as I said. Okay, since the BJP assumed office in 2014, the left Gopal in popular cinema has lost its mind. But all their loud protests, award wapsis, and vitriolic trolling over the Hindu right amounted to nothing and only made the latter stronger. Okay, so I'm again saying, okay, I am not a very right wing person. Okay, I don't think that everything should just be seen from a lens of left versus right. But as a Hindu myself, I really want to voice my opinion. So I don't agree with this paragraph that the one that I just read. Okay, so the smarter lot in the industry chose a better way to fight the resurgence of Hindutva, serving the masses crafty propaganda while via popular media. Especially with the advent of e-cinema, we have been constantly bombarded with anti-Hindu and pro-leftist propaganda. Okay, so I don't agree with the pro-leftist narrative that is said here, but definitely it is anti-Hindu. I cannot deny that. Okay, I mean, and as you know, e-cinema, right? As I said, e-cinema does not have censorship. That's why they can just show anything and everything that comes to their mind, and definitely it is anti-Hindu. I just cannot deny that. Okay, the last hit show, The Family Man, depicted how an Indian army officer is admitting to doing all kinds of atrocities on innocent Kashmiris under the garb of AFSPA. Okay, same thing. Family Man was another series of Amazon Prime, and again, the same kind of narrative was portrayed on that as well. It also showed how police encounters innocent Muslim youths and falsely implicates them as terrorists. These kind of things even happen in America, right? Do you know how many times a police plant drugs on black people and they just arrest them on just based on suspicion, okay? But like the kind of narrative that I've seen in Indian cinema is just astonishing, okay? Most people don't even realize how sacred games trivialized Aham Brahmasmi, one of the four Mahakavyas, great sayings from the Upanishads, and reduced it to a meme to be mocked. Such sacrilege was the running theme of that show. Extremely true. Even Sacred Games was I mean, I liked that series. It was pretty good, but the kind of subtle attacks that on Hinduism that were made in that series is just astonishing. Okay, and if you look at that series from that viewpoint, you will understand that, because what happens is that we look at these web series as if it's just plain entertainment, but it is a kind of subtle propaganda that is portrayed in front of you, and that trains your subconscious mind in a very different fashion. Okay, just understand this. On and on it goes. As I said, on and on it goes. I mean, this has been happening in the web series, in the Amazon Prime, Netflix, even in the cinema. Okay, and all the things. It just amazes me how people in India really even tolerate something like this. Okay, Patal Lok is the latest successful salvo fired by this leftist cabal at the Hindu majority. Okay, and from the rave reviews it is getting, one can safely conclude that the Hindutva project of decolonizing the Hindu mind is an utter failure. Okay, so it is getting pretty rave reviews, but I do not recommend boycotting this show. No, in fact, I want the Hindu right to binge watch it and observe closely to understand a new psychological warfare launched by their ideological enemies. Burying your head in the sand like an ostrich is not the solution here. Absolutely true. I agree with this last statement very much. Okay, I don't agree with a few statements that I read, but definitely I agree with the last statement. Okay, burying your head in the sand like an ostrich is not the solution here. Okay, let me be very honest with you, because if you keep on disregarding this as just plain entertainment, one day will come when your entire existence is about to get wiped out. Okay, just understand this. Okay, Hindu culture survived in India even when Mughals ruled India. Okay, even when Britishers ruled India. Okay, that's how strong Hindu culture is. Okay, but you need to preserve it. Okay, otherwise it's just going to eradicate. And to be very honest with you, Islam was formed by one when you have Quran in one hand and a sword in another hand. Okay, this is the actual fact. Okay, just tell me one thing very specifically. Okay, why is it that majority of people in Indonesia and Malaysia, okay, are practicing Muslims, right? Why is that, right? Just look at the name of Indonesia, right? It is based on India. There is a place called Bali in Indonesia, which is absolutely like 100% Hindu. Okay, but then why is the majority of population in Indonesia and Malaysia entirely Muslim, right? It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, all of these people were converted to Islam. Okay, and as I said, Hinduism is a way of life, it is not a religion. Even the Supreme Court agrees with me. But Islam, they have converted people. Okay, Islam has really as I said, Islam spread by one hand with Quran and another hand in sword. Okay, so either you accept the Quran or we will chop your head off. Okay, that's the exact kind of narrative that people have portrayed, and that's the kind of things that we should all be afraid of. Okay, so if you bury your head in the sand like an ostrich and just say that nothing is happening here, one day will come when your entire country is just wiped off under your feet. Okay, the show revolves around unveiling the conspiracy behind assassination attempt of a popular leftist journalist come news anchor. The four criminals sent to do the job are caught, and they represent the intersectionality that the left champions. Two are Hindus, one is Muslim, and one is a transgender. I don't have very good opinion about the transgender people as well. I will tell that to you in my other videos, but yeah, that's just my opinion. And again, they just want to keep on having this kind of colorful rainbow color sort of team, that two Hindus, one Muslim, and one is a transgender. The washed up cop is assigned the biggest case of his career. The leftist journalist is very vocal against the ruling regime in Delhi. Okay, when he comes to know that he was the target of the four criminals, he rues that people like us used to be heroes, something about this country changed, now we get trolled, killed, fired. Okay, so look at this. They just want to portray this kind of agenda. He's about to expose a scam in the highway contract, but the politician involved in it has financial stakes in the channel where the journalist works, and he is pressuring the channel to fire the journalist. But the assassination attempt creates sympathy for the journalists. His ratings soar, and the firing is delayed. The corrupt politician complains to the journalist, asking why he and his cabal have to focus on the negatives when finally we have a PM and a government which is doing something for the country. Look at this, just blatant. Okay, finally we have a PM and government which is doing something for the country. This is just so blatant. I mean, they are not making any effort to even hide this. But I really don't understand how do the broadcasting authority in India, just keeps on pushing this kind of narrative. It just amazes me. No prizes for guessing who the PM is here and which party the corrupt politician, which has media in his godi, belongs to, right? I've always said, I'm not a left or right person, but I just feel offended as a practicing Hindu that, something like this is portrayed on the Indian media, which just, goes on to say that, we should really introspect where we come from, right? Where we come from, what is our roots, right? Only when we understand where we come from, we will be able to value our own culture, okay? Predictably, the lowly cop who is assigned the job to investigate the conspiracy behind the murder messes up a few times. Important details of the case are leaked to the media. The CBI then takes over the case from him and quickly solves the case, where it reveals that the four assassins were actually hired by Pakistan's ISI to kill the popular journalist so that the present government can be blamed for it and maligned in international fora for suppressing freedom of speech. Like, same thing, right? And maligned in international forum for suppressing freedom of speech. I mean, there are so many journalists, there are so many writers that just want to, accuse the government of freedom of speech. But as I said, freedom of speech goes both ways. Okay, you cannot just have freedom of speech for one religion and complete disregard for another religion. Okay, and as I said, freedom of speech is a very very subjective term, and to be honest with you, I feel that everybody should have the right to speak their mind, and that's why I'm making this video, because I really want to get my opinions out there, because I have been seeing this kind of thing so many times, and it just disgusts me as a practicing Hindu. Okay, the journalist buys the story told to him by the CBI and reports it and launches a verbal attack on Pakistan, instantly becoming a hero even in the eyes of his ideological opponents. Okay, so I'll not go into too much details of it. Okay, but I will try to give you a bit of summary of what exactly it is. So now it goes into the entire review of Patal Lok, but you can watch the series yourself and get an idea of what exactly it is. Okay, now Patal Lok has mainstreamed this blatant piece of fake news. Of course, the main criminal is a Tyagi, fully in line with the trend of giving all chief antagonists a Brahmin surname, right? Again, the same thing. Okay, it's Gaitonde in sacred names, Tripathis and Shuklas in Mirzapur, Tyagi and Bajpayee in Patal Lok, and so on. So this is not a coincidence. Okay, look at this. Gaitonde was the name of the protagonist in Sacred Games, Tripathis and Shuklas in Mirzapur, Tyagi and Bajpayee in Patal Lok. These are the antagonists, okay, that have a Brahmin surname in these web series. You want me to tell you more evidence of this? This is just plain insane that even we allow something like this happening. I will just read the last paragraph here. In this summary, Hindu nationalists should see the silver lining. As long as the leftist propagandists think that the real India has a dark heart full of casteism and communalism, Hindu nationalists have nothing to worry about, because the leftists can't win something they don't understand. So as I said, I am not a Hindu nationalist and I am not a leftist as well. Okay, I am just a normal guy who practices Hindu religion, and I feel just disgusted as a practicing Hindu that something like this is portrayed on the Indian media. Okay, so I would not like to be labeled as like some sort of crazed fanatic right winger. Okay, I'm not something like that. I understand what exactly is being portrayed and served in front of me. I am not a bhakt. Okay, let me be very honest with you. I try to decipher things and understand what is right and what is wrong based on my own mind that the God has given me. Okay, so I don't want to just label something as right or wrong just based on the kind of side that it comes from. But I do some this kind of moron thing called thinking. Okay, as George Carlin said, I really do this kind of just moron thing called thinking. and that thinking just helps me understand what is right and what is wrong. And as I said, no religion should be abused in this madness. But when you see that the standards are so different for Hindu religion and for Islamic religion, it just amazes me. So I'm proud that I'm a practicing Hindu. Okay, I don't feel that I should be ashamed of it, but at the same time, I'm not a fanatic right winger that I will just say that every other religion is just plain bullshit, and my religion is the one that everybody should follow. So I'm not a fanatic right winger, and I'm also not a very leftist person. Okay, I have my own ideals, based on the kind of upbringing that I've had. And based on that, I really felt the need to make this video and tell you that Patal Lok is a pretty disgusting series, and I definitely want to voice my concern and make sure that my opinions get out there, that this has been happening for a long time in the Indian cinema and the e-cinema market, particularly in the e-cinema market. As I said, Sacred Games, Mirzapur, and now this one. Okay, so yeah, if you liked my analysis of this article or this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Okay, and also like, comment, and share this video. Okay, see you next time. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.